YouTube's what's up? Part 2 of the Catalaunian fields. Doing some more defending, doing some more base building, doing some more requisites for our defeating of the Visigoths and the Alans and the Western Roman Empire later on. Alright, so now we have some weakened walls right here. Not a big deal at this point. It's just important that you get double walls up. I don't really care how weak the walls are for the time being. Next thing is get some more villagers. I would say you get about 8 more villagers. You can kill some villagers later on if you're not in need of them. And I recommend getting some of these upgrades because even though we're not going to be on the offensive right now, we're going to improve our attack, the attacks of our cavalry, which will be doing a lot of the defending against siege units for us. And this is another nice thing about these castles. Later on, when we're going to be getting after atheism. So what's weird right now is that the Western Roman Empire, in each scenario that each time I played this game, they have a different kind of strategy for attacking you. I don't know if you understand, but they'll sometimes will go for this northern wall. Sometimes they go for this this southern bottleneck. It really depends. I don't know on when you build which bottleneck first. I don't really know how it triggers it, but I was practicing for this scenario last night, and they love this wall right up here. But now they love this one, and it's throwing me in a bind right now. It's making things more difficult for me, but hopefully won't make too big of a difference since I had 3 walls right here. And this is a good spot to do a lot of your defending. If you're taking down siege units, it tends to bottleneck them a little bit. Alright, so they're a little far out there, so I'm going to take down that scorpion, and I'm going to destroy this gate and get a new one up. It's getting a little ravaged. Alright, and then I'll probably destroy this one, get this villager out there. Frick you. Really? Really? Oh my gosh. Get this gate built right now. Right here. Alright, good thing the Goths are coming right, Visigoths are coming right now. Lock. Really? Get in there! How's this gate still open? How is this gate still open? Oh, goodness. See, this is how they just flow in from every which direction. Alright, so right now take advantage of these dead farms or whatever. Where did you come from, Elite Cataphract? Really, where did you come from? I mean, I've got everything walled off, and I don't know. I mean, unless you came in right now and you're just a scout, I don't really know. If you're late for the last raiding party, you failed in that respect. You could have. Alright, so bring these villagers down here. These Visigoths will be gone, and I want to repair this castle slickety split. Alright, we got some of these guys. Alright, we're going to have to destroy this half-made gate. Alright, go for the knight first. Don't you understand? Get priorities. Get the priority set. Alright, so this is the nice thing about light cavalry and hussars later on. We're going to take down these battering rams like wet paper bags. That's how they sound. That's how they look. I mean, how did you put these things together? You throw together some light paper bags. Some wet paper bags. Have you ever felt a wet paper bag? You can break it with your pinky. You can stick your pinky in it. It's gone. It's ripped open. And that's how you look right now, battering rams. Sorry to bring your self-esteem down pretty low, but it's just how it is with you right now. Alright, so you're done. I want you to work over here. We got plenty of stone, so if we need to build a couple more castles, we can. That's a good situ to be in. What's up? Alright, so here are the Alans. Just make sure you garrison your villagers right here. Get that villager garrisoned. That wall is slightly up. But the Alans are really weak. They just have cavalry archers. I don't believe they ever get into the Imperial Age. Their castles are weak because of the Vikings. They don't get siege engineers, I believe, either. And they just like to send archers in to do some futile work for them, along with an occasional battering ram or two, which is easily dispatched, as you've seen, as they're wet paper bags. All right, so you can start building some double walls, and if you can get in there. Build some double gates too, but that looks. I wonder if you can sneak on in. I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave one as a double gate and the other. But the thing is, you're gonna have to go a roundabout route. If you can only move on one bridge, you're gonna have to go all the way around and go to the other bridge. All right, so this cataphract is lost. All right, so keep killing these villagers. Oh, one thing, if you want to, if a lot of villagers come on this side, you can build a couple watchtowers right here. I'm not really going to invest entirely into another castle just to take on villagers. It's just my take on things. Alright, so we got 9 lumberjacks, 1 more to go. Idle villagers, always checking that out. Don't know where you're going, but you can stay here. Don't be an idiot, as Michael Scott would say. And that's a... Alright, we need to build this, but don't build any more double walls. Oh, I saw where you're going. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Alright, so what is this? Probably battering ram. No, just a cavalry archer that we can easily take down. You'll probably want to build another castle right here, so that's what I'm going to do. Because the Roman Empire likes to come on this route as well from time to time, and it's just that everybody, since it's a middle point, a lot of the civilizations will come here. Alright, so what is this? Alright, just annoy me, and I mean, you don't need to sound the bell every frickin' time. If it's Allen's, just look at the name. You know what to do. Not to do anything, that's it. Stay in your lane. Get back here, villager. You can build from the outside. Is something screwed up here? Do I need to wall this off? Goodness gracious. Goodness. Alright, so there's plenty of space. You can still sneak in here if you need to send a light cavalry out. So you'll be fine. We got a Tarkin back here just in case as well. Villager, 1 more lumberjack. I believe that was your duty. Get ballistics. Now, a lot of these units will be moving around. Continue to get the blacksmith upgrades and gold shaft mining because you got plenty of guys working on this. Obviously, when we get some more gold, the Ostrogoths will try to take it from you. As you can already see, you want to get their gold first. We don't need our helpless allies trying to steal all our resources. Alright, so be ready for the next Roman assault. The next one will definitely have trebuchets. Their first major one doesn't bring trebuchets, which is a nice thing for us, but it's not nice later on. You're not prepared. Alright, so find any gap that you can. Just build walls. There's a little glitch right there. Hopefully they cannot reach it using melee attacks, but you can never know. But just use this guy as a farmer for right now. That's all we can worry about is gathering resources. I would say keep a couple villagers in range to come over here and repair some buildings or whatever you need them to do. But don't totally invest your villagers' time and things like that. We got plenty of miners at this point, so we can get some farmers up finally. And 10 lumberjacks is fine for right now. What is this? Oh, it's some more of this stuff. Alright, see how it is. Visigoths doing raiding, Capital One commercials. You're famous. I understand that. You're not powerful though, because I got 3 behemoths right there. What do you do with 3 behemoths? That's a very good question. I don't know how to answer it. Say siege weapons. You don't have siege weapons, so you're missing out. And the Ostrogoths will try to expand their Goth civilization, so they like to send their barracks out into far-reaching places and try to spawn off their infantry left and right, like they think they can, but they really can't. Alright, so next thing up now, another duty. Where did I have not? Alright, I got you right here. I need you to build this gate up again for me. Once these long swordsmen go down, and you got a couple sheep, I recommend building a mill right there first because you want to take advantage of those forest bushes. Oh my gosh! Alright, you can lock this gate right now. Thank you. So they're making up their mind, trying to figure out where they want to go as far as attacking. Go for these P-turds, please. Ideally, you want to have Western Roman Empire not going for this place right here. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. It's not very well defended as far as double walls. It has one part of double walls, but it's not as powerful as your most northern double walls. The northern base is spread out enough where you can easily manage your double walls. This is not. This is kind of an angled thing. I'll probably build a gate right there, but that might be it. Really? Oh, I locked this gate. Oh my gosh. Where the heck did you go? Where the heck did you go, Scout Cavalry? Where are you? Where the heck are you? Where are you, Scout Cavalry? I cannot find you anywhere. Oh my gosh. Where the heck did you go? Where did you possibly go? There we go. Please don't die. Please stay up. Please stay up. It will. It will. We're good. We're good. We're good. No more locking of the gate right now. I'll tell you that much. No more locking of the gate. Alright, so get more of this up. After this part, it's just more of this for a long time. I'm probably going to skip ahead a lot and get all my research stuff up. Obviously, you want to build a market, and hopefully, or we already have a market, but you can only get 14 gold from the position we're at, so I recommend building another market a little bit further away from their market. The Visigoths are apparently doing something. Can't figure that out right now, though. And you guys are going to go over here and build that mill that I was about to build, but I accidentally pressed on the... don't build treadmill crane, please. It's just not necessary right now. It's kind of like sappers. I mean, really? When am I ever going to attack my villagers unless it's like a multiplayer game? Not playing multiplayer, no need. Alright, constructing this gate. It's getting a little far. You want to monitor your lumber camp. Make sure it doesn't get too far. And this guy will eventually go up. Obviously, it's more efficient to just rebuild a castle, and then you're going to move these guys away soon. Use this. Alright, I'll let them use this gold, but I'm going to get rid of this gold. Let's figure out the gold points. There. There's 3 gold points before the one that is primarily on my base. Alright, so keep this villager in here in case you need to rebuild some of these walls, which I probably will. This will continue to go up. And then you guys are ready. So you want to bring your villagers down here, and this is one of the first points of interest for gold you want to take advantage of before the Ostrogoths will ruin it for you. Ruin technologies, ruin whatever. Make sure you get atheism in the Imperial Age. Very important to get atheism. I tell you that. Alright, so now that little... I really don't know what you would call that. It wasn't like an assault or anything. It's taken care of. We can build some of these walls up again. That should suffice. Well, maybe get a couple. This tree's kind of pissing me off right there. I can't really build another wall. Once again, the commentary is not exciting, not great, just strategic. It's what you got to take care of right now, though. It's the important stuff. Where you going? You're good over there. Got gold shaft mining, I believe. You can go back to work. Assign them to their farms. Take advantage of these Frankish farms first. It's a nice little, you know, economic saver for you for at the time until you need to build your own. 7 foragers, so 5 should be more than enough. So I'll build 3 more of these, and you have a couple units just chilling around still. Make sure you get this villager out of here because you're going to want to build another group of walls, and you don't want your villager getting stuck in there. And keep this river in mind, and keep this little path in mind. We'll be using that later. Hello, castle. You're not going to be there for a very long time. Hope you get used to where you are. Alright, so with this next villager, you want to do some building of additional structures. One being a market. Build all the way out here, the furthest point away. I really don't know. I haven't like studied it at all, but I believe if you have caravan, the further away, it's actually more efficient for you and better because it has a better payoff. Is obviously the further your market is away, the more you get as far as in gold. I'm not really sure on the total payoff, but oh, hello. I'm just gonna have to sacrifice this villager. Sorry. I didn't want to open up that gate, to say the least. And they're going to retrace their steps, apparently. I don't think they like this place. Well, you're going to have 3 castles wherever you go, so it's not necessarily... It's a lose-lose, pretty much, wherever. Especially for the Allens. Coming through with crossbowmen and cavalry archers, I mean, that's cool. If you're playing an archer-only game, I don't know many of those out there. Go find it. Go look for it. And apparently I didn't use this villager. Where are you at? What are you doing up there? Seriously? Oh yeah, I'm building that market over here. I forgot. And the Franks have some battering rams laying around too, which is pretty interesting, but they won't do anything to you. Obviously the Franks are still alive. I believe they're on a neutral stance with you. I don't believe you can do anything with them. But if you want to convert some of their units, go ahead. That's probably about it that you can do. So no idle villagers right now. That's good. You want to lure in this boar as well. I killed that boar over there. Sorry. It's kind of necessary. And you can get in there. What is Alan's doing? Alright, so they actually have a little bit of an assault here. So I'm going to bring these guys out. And go for the cavalry archers, please. Priorities. Get the priorities set. Once again, losing priority. And there goes the wet paper bag. And here comes the Visigoths, so that's not a good thing. All right, so that guy got in the base. That's interesting. All right, you're done. You're obviously not going to win, so you're going to get back in the base here. Even though they're not an elite Huskarl, they're not a good Huskarl. Oh, Allen's, that's not a good place to run. You're helping me out, though. I can get tries and speeds pretty easy now. Not really, because they continually build them up. All right, so I thought I heard a bell there that was being attacked. That wouldn't be good. All right, now that this market's up, I'm going to destroy the other market because it won't register for me as being further away. So where's this guy? Bye-bye. And, all right, so I'm going to check on the gold now. 31, that's not a bad payoff. It's not great. It's better than 14, though, I tell you that much. So now, like I usually do, get a caravan up, set your rally point right there, have these guys continue to get gold. And just the Huns obviously are not great economically because they don't have crop rotation and they don't have, what's it called? No, there's no other mining upgrade, but they're not great economically. We'll say that. They do get two-man saw, which is nice, and I'd say it's about time to build another lumber camp somewhere in the middle right here, closer to the wood, obviously. And we can take care of those 2 sheep really quickly. And check out any more idle villagers. All right, so you're idle. I recommend going back to your home base, building a barracks over here, and I don't know where I'm getting attacked. Let's find out. So this is pretty quiet over here. We'll see if the Romans come here later, but it's hit or miss. It's kind of a crapshoot. You won't know if the Romans come to this area. You won't know if they come here. They won't know if you come here. They kind of switch off. Ideally, you'd like to know one or the other so you don't waste stone, but in the end, it's nice to have walls everywhere. It's easiest to defend this area, though, which is so ideally you want to have them attack that area. And I don't do much upgrading, but you're going to have to boost up your cavalry archers, obviously 30% cheaper in the Imperial Age for the Huns, which is a nice upgrade for you. And build a siege workshop because we might make some siege rams later on as well. And obviously get some heavy plow before you start building your own farms. Obviously we're taking advantage of the Frankish farms out there at our central castle barrier or behemoth barrier. And check for idle villagers, and that'd be good. Just continue to get research stuff up. And I have caravan ready, so I'm going to make 5 trade carts and just have them do work, get some gold for us slowly but surely, because you're going to quickly run out of resources on this map. I'm not completely sure of how much gold is on the other side of the map, but because there's 3 civilizations, they're going to run out of gold very quickly. There's resources are going to run out very quickly. Even though you start with a lot, you're going to lose a lot. So it comes down to trade carts, trade cogs, whatever, even though the Ostrogoths do not have a dock. I'm not sure if the Frankish people do either. I think they have a market, so if you wanted to trade with them and they're a little bit further away, go ahead. But you're just going to have to be real kind of frugal. So I'm going to build a monastery over here. Where are the Allens at? I don't really see them. No big deal. And that champion's gone. So this is all she wrote pretty much for part 2 of the Catalaunian fields. Once again, a lot of business involved in my commentary. I don't get to screw around as much, but later on after I do a lot of off-screen stuff in the next part, I won't get to the Imperial Age yet. I'll do everything that I need to before getting to the Imperial Age. Then I'll show it in the Imperial Age, getting to the Imperial Age, getting those technologies I want, and then we'll be jumping ahead doing some other stuff. So I'm going to do some off-screen between now and the next part, as you guys might expect, but I'm not going to do a whole ton. But we're getting to a safe spot right now. This is where you want to be. You want to be able to bear those first couple Western Roman assaults, and you'll be plenty fine. So now you want to find this other gold patch that they might use right here. It's a little inconvenient with this pavilion right there. Get out of my face. I don't need a pavilion getting in the way of my villagers. I mean, for one thing, they fling those axes way behind their heads. I don't know how they're not just like decapitating, or I don't even know, goring people's heads left and right. It's kind of weird to think about, but you'd think it would happen quite often in this game. That'd be kind of realistic, yet unrealistic. So I'm going to get some stone for myself right there. And these guys will go down in a flash with these 3 castles here. Obviously, we're going to get Bracer and the next age to improve our castle's attack. But it won't make a huge difference. We could get some skirmishers in there as well, like I said, but not a huge thing either. So I'm going to start building my own farms. And since there's a lot of champions being used in the Western Roman Empire, you can use them if you're going to take down the Visigoths and the Alans, but I might not make champions. We'll see. But thanks for watching part 2 nonetheless. See you guys in part 3 after a little bit of off-screen stuff.